The year Tovshin Chov Gimel was a special year in Lubavitch. It was the 150th year from the passing of the Alter Rebbe. And the Rebbe made a big, as we would call a big shturim, a big fuss about it. Dalet Tevis was Sunday. Shabbos, we got a message that the Rebbe is going to Farbring tonight at 10:25. Came Motzei Shabbos, everyone was there. The Rebbe walked in, but the Rebbe was white, pale. You could see that he's in another world. And he sat down and looked around. There was no l'chaim. Usually he would start off with l'chaim. He just started off saying those words.
Der Rebbe, der Nossi schreibt, dass gewiss bei ihm ha-Hilule, der Baal ha-Hilule, Mere Rachmim Rabbim, war der Chsidim mit seinen Weibern und mit den Kindern. Nur das ha-Seres Rachmim Klolis. Und die Chsidim, was sie machen, der Motakwi, sieht ihm Alimut Teira, in Tirose shel Baal ha-Hilule, mit achsidischen Verbringen, dort ist ha-Seres Rachmim Rabbim Miuchedes, war Madosse der Pidje Nefesh, was der Chsidim der Lange in dem Baal ha-Hilule. Macht mir das nicht. Macht mir das nicht.
The Alter Rebbe's Nig usually was sung at the end of the Farbringen. Here, this was in the beginning of the Farbringen. Everyone felt in a different world. You basically felt that the Alter Rebbe himself is sitting here. And then he said a maimer. Now we know a maimer is a Chassidic discourse that the Rabbein would say, but they would speak a lot and say all kinds of different Torah. But a maimer was something very special. The Rebbe would say a maimer with closed eyes. He would say a maimer with a special tune or tone, as we could call it, special style of saying it. And this was, everyone would stand up by a maimer. And the Rebbe started it at the moment that the histalkus of the Alter Rebbe happened, close to 10:30.
In Meissen Rosetero le Micheli bide bekirbe. David asat filo is in Yono chelas ahalo. Warum kishi is beinin b'meche in hasogel likus was odemot willer hom. Da soges hoamitis und der Klee ha-Meche ve-Liebe kon das nicht Mechel sein, kon das nicht vernehmen. Is at Ademot verbe machelas avo bizvan etayimas bechayov mamash.
A maimer by the Rebbe usually would take between 30 minutes and an hour, sometimes 30, sometimes 40, some 45, maybe even up to an hour. This time the maimer took 4 or 5 minutes, that's all. It's from the short Maimorim of the Alter Rebbe. And then the Rebbe started talking about the time on the clock of when the Alter Rebbe passed away to do things according to that time.
Darf wal pivos alifierach weiß man sich die Hilules, wie sie gewähren bei allen Nisim, bei diese Show bei ihm. Mir gefindt aber nicht, aber soll das bei Yichud erzählen, die Show, wenn sie gewähren. Man schenkt ihm bei der Gehe zu der Hilule von dem alten Reben, mit der da was der Xaviat Kedisch, von dem Tzemach Zedek, was schreibt, nicht nur bei Klolis, als ich gewähnt bin mit so Shabbos Kedisch Parsche Schmeis, wo da steht sich echt in der Hagdome l'Shulchan Aruch von Bnei Hagoyin am-Mechaber, nur schreibt echt die Shoah, dass ich gewähnt, die Kachatzeis Shoah Judalef und dass ich gewähnt bei Nacht edlich auf Dalet Tevis. Wo der Fund Gufe, was mir verschreibt, echt die Shoah, das Gufe Haichoche, als etwas da in der Ruf anunter, achiluk legabe shar shoy sayim.
Then the Rebbe made a siyum on Tanya. Everyone thought that this Farbringen, this is the Farbringen of Chavdalet Tevis. And it was very special Farbringen. The next day, about 12 o'clock at night, I get a knock on the door. A very close friend of mine comes knocking on the door, says, there will be a Farbringen in a few minutes. So you could imagine, I ran straight to 770. Now this time the Farbrengen was a complete different mood than the Farbrengen the night before. Completely different. The Rebbe was very freilach, very happy. What the Rebbe did at this Farbrengen, he made a siyum, a hadron, and Shulchan Aruch. He spoke about giving tzedakah. And the Rebbe said, the tzedakah that he's talking about, that from now on that people should give in honor of Chavdala Tevis, should be money to print more of the Alter Rebbe's books, of the Alter Rebbe's Svarim, given in the numbers of 150. Whether it should be dollars or nickels or dimes, it should be in a cheshbon of 150.
Mir erzählt auf dem Baal Shem Tov, was nicht gewollt hat, beim so nächtigen Geld in Stub. Bechlale das an Hoge und fleckt aufeinander teilen die ganze Geld an nicht in der nicht gehabt genot beim Krieg der Cheshbon an Nefesh der Krishma Shalamite, Schas hat mir Walbo gewinnt, als liegt Geld in Stub. Bechlale das an Hoge, was in ganzen Hepech Minig Amerika, da ist mir da gewinnt, als ersten darf man haben ein Bankbüchel. In Civic Account, dann darf man Geld, was soll liegen, in Astam Account, dann darf man Geld, was soll liegen, in Azok, was keiner soll davon nicht wissen, dann darf man haben in Save Basunder, gedem soll nicht davon zahlen, davon Kim Nisim. Und dann ist da eine Life Insurance, eine Fire Insurance, eine Car Insurance, eine Building Insurance, wir können Unionen Insurance, weil das ist echt Geld, aber man will das haben. Aber wenigstens einmal kommen sich verdienen, bei einer Gehe zum Summen, haben sie alles ledig in die Kirche, in Slavdavke, Shabbos vor Nacht, noch in der Mitte Mittwoch, und man soll sich verlassen, aber ist damit dann noch der Rebischter helfen, als sie zukommen, kam auf Jom im Kochen. Und der Rieke, man geht zu die alle in Joni Zachos ist, als am meisten Huha Jikel, wir haben auch vielleicht gesagt, bei chassidischen Verbringen, Ji Davai Grosche.
The Rebbe put his hands in his pockets, took out whatever money he had. There was a manila envelope laying on the Rebbe's table. And that's where the money went. And then the Rebbe said something new, something also very interesting. He said that he wants that everybody should learn this year, extra 150 hours in the year. Imagine 150 hours throughout the year. That in addition to all the time that you're learning anyway, you should add 150 hours. And I remember, Taka, that whole year, the Bochrim, other people also, would go around with a little booklet in their pocket to mark down whenever you had an extra half hour to sit down to learn. And said you should do it, learn in the Torah of the Alter Rebbe. So we would learn in Shulchan Aruch, learn in the Maimer of the Alter Rebbe, the Torah of the Alter Rebbe. Mamish, you could feel it in the air, this whole concept that this is a special year of 150 years from the Histalkus of the Alter Rebbe.